Right, you've learned about the this keyword within constructors. Now let me just recap the this keyword right here that you see within constructors and also within the setters right here, and also in the getters, because sometimes it might be a little bit confusing. You might be saying, right, so why does this right here, so get age, return age, why it doesn't have a this keyword? So to understand the this keyword is as follows. Let me scroll up in here and have a look. We have private string name, and in here we're not saying private string name equals to something. So we're not saying equals to foo or age equals to 20 and color equals to let's say blue, right? So the reason why I'm not doing this is because if I do this and if I go back to main and right here, let me just remove this from here, and let me just remove star as well, or let me just uncomment this line actually, and also let me just remove name from here. Now if I run this, you'll see that every single object have the exact same name. So have a look. Foo, age 20, blue. Foo, and then basically foo again that I printed, and then age 20. And this is because now what we are saying is every single object should have the exact same name. But that's not the case, right? Because the reason why we have a class is so that we can create multiple instances, right? So a class is a blueprint that we can create the real thing from. So we can create one cat which is completely different from another cat. So by us doing this, this is incorrect. So let me just delete this and let's just leave it as we had before. Now this keyword refers to the current instance of the current class. When I mean instance, I mean, have a look, cat rows. So this is one instance, right? Now if I go back, let me just go back, and here have a look. We have rows, age 2, color blue. So the current instance is rows of the class cat. If I go inside, this refers to rows. This keyword refers to rows. Rows color, rows name, and rows age, right? Because you can see in here we have another cat called star, and this keyword refers to this instance in here. So we're not having the exact same values for each of the attributes for all cats. So each cat has its own attributes, its own values. So this keyword refers to the current instance of the current class. So if I scroll down and here, have a look, we said this dot name. So this name refers to this property in here equals to, so if I scroll down again, equals to name. So whatever name that we pass. So this refers to the current instance, and then the property is called name equals to whatever name that we pass. And then here the get name, this dot name refers to this. So we're actually returning this property called name in here, and the same for age and color. Now sometimes you might see basically this, right? So this dot name equals to name. So if I was to do this, have a look. Now name equals to name. Now which name are we referring to? Are we referring to this name in here or the name above? It's referring to this parameter in here. Now this would work if I was to change this to n, for example. So n and then n in here. Now name is this field right here, and basically it knows how to resolve because this parameter in here doesn't have the exact same name, but often this will be the exact same name, so name. So that in here we can say this dot name So this instance of the current class equals to the name that which is given. And then the same for return and then get name. Now here, so there's no confusion, you can actually remove this. You can just say name and it knows which name are we referring to. So if I delete this actually, let's see what IntelliJ gives me. So if I say get name, so we get auto completion there. I just said get and I can select name and IntelliJ just gives me name in here. But you'll see some people, I think they have this dot name and basically is the exact same thing. So I think what we've done here for getters only, we just return the field without saying this. But for setters, because we have the exact same parameter name as the field, we say this dot color equals to color, for example. So to be honest, this is basically the this keyword, and you've seen the this keyword within constructor. So this allows you to reuse constructors. If you have any questions on the this keyword, please do let me know. Otherwise, let's move on.